Delta Mike 06.
Looks like I'm pretty close, huh?
You nailed it. You're right on frequency, Mike.
Okay. I just switched down here. I was starting to see if the guys in Southern California were going to listen up this way. I thought they had a net on the same night we had, and they listen at 12 or 7:25 or something, but or 7:15 to 7:25. But I don't hear anything.
W6BBS 72.
Yeah. Good evening, Frank.
Good evening.
Kilo 6 Victor Bravo Golf 971.
Good evening, Dave.
Good evening. 727.
That's quite a bit of early check-ins there, guys.
That's all right. I'll be late next time.
I'll come back.
Well, Frank, remember, you can check in twice.
I've tried that, and Mike has said that he barely lets me check in once.
Yeah, I give him. Good evening to you, Mike. Don't come back later. Come back now. KWA6AAG. I'll work backwards up the list. K6MYC.
K6MYC, WA6AAJ. Yeah, no problem. I'm just going with Aaron there. Just checking in and standing by.
Okay, good to hear you. K6BBG, good evening, Dave. Have you had your interview yet with the mighty 690, or is that still coming?
No, it's upcoming. It'll be a week or two.
I'm sorry, something went wrong. What did you say?
I said it'll be in about a week or two.
Oh, okay. You've got a huge roar in the background there.
Roger. Let me see if I can kill that.
Yeah, something is rumbling. It's rumble noise. It's real low pitched. Maybe you've got the streaming on. I don't know. Anyway, good evening to all. Let's see. K6. Well, let's see. W6 K6USY. Let me start that way. You were the first to check in. And you probably saw my receivers up on 432-120. 1296-120. I thought they had a net that listened for us that started at 7 o'clock, and we talked them into listening for us between 7:15 and 7:25. But I didn't hear anything down that way.
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. I know, I think they've been doing a net on Friday nights. I don't know about Tuesday. I'd have to go do some digging, but
yeah, a lot of activity on 10 meters today. Had a good conversation with a guy in New Zealand for 10 minutes, and got a mobile up in Yellowknife, Northern Territories, and another mobile in Long Island, New York. Man, 10's been hot lately.
Good. I'm glad you can work that stuff with a modest system. That's, of course, an everyday occurrence here.
Yeah, 100 watts and an Antron 99 vertical, and I keep telling everybody I talk to, get on the air at K6USY.
Yeah, there you go.
AA6S.
Alpha 6 Sugar out of the grave. How are you doing, Bill?
Yeah, still alive. Hearing everybody here, and I heard Michael check in there. K6MYC in the group, AA6S, over.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Is your email address okay on QRZ?
Mine is.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Bill. Is that a response from Bill?
AA6S. If you're talking to me, it should be, yeah.
Okay. Well, are you a follower of Tucker?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wonder if you ever listened to his blog.
I watch him on YouTube is about it.
Well, isn't that where his blog is? Did you catch the interview he had with Michael Benz?
No, I didn't see that one.
It's the latest one. You might want to bring that in because it's really worth watching. It's about 55 minutes, but it's really an eye-opener. Stuff we sort of knew or thought we knew, and confirms a lot of things, and then adds a ton to what we think our understanding is. So it's probably worth your time, Bill. Over.
QSL. I'll see if I can find it. And I'm sitting here while we're talking, looking for crystals for a friend over at the coast for some calling stuff. I got thousands of crystals, but the trouble is 90% of them look like they're on the chicken band.
Oh, and your eyes can't read the numbers anymore, right?
No, I can see them okay, but they're all on the CB band.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. What could you do with those? You could make the CB band your IF or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, the title of the interview is called "Upside Down Democracy" or "Democracy Upside Down," I think is what it said. And the key word is Michael Benz. You're going to be impressed with this guy. He's the head of the Foundation for Freedom of Information and stuff. And man, oh man, is that guy ever sharp and loaded with information. Anyway, take a peek at it and tell me what you think after you watch it there. Good interview by Tucker. He doesn't say very much, but he does interrupt a couple of times because his jaw is hanging off the floor. Over.
I can
believe that. Well, I just found one 80-meter crystal while you were talking. I'll take a look. I tell you, there's nothing any of us can do about it, though, because we're just sitting here like pawns on a chessboard, and we're just getting knocked off.
Well, that's not true necessarily that you can't do anything about it. Anyway, what did you say, Frank?
I have the title. The title of that, it'll be at tuckercarlson.com, Uncensored - the National Security State, the Inversion of Democracy. There's dashes in between each word, so it's Uncensored - the National Security State, the Inversion of Democracy. Over.
You copy that, Bill?
Not very good. Let me try it again. I'll move the antenna a little bit.
Okay, well, where are you pointed, Frank?
Let you get peeked on me, and then I'll repeat it. So I'm just talking to you there, Bill, and letting you find my antenna there, and then we'll give it another shot. Over.
Yeah, I'm copying you okay now. I went about 5 degrees towards the east. I'm due north right now. Go ahead.
That's about right.
Yeah, okay. The title of that, of course, it's on tuckercarlson.com, and it's with dashes in between each word. It's Uncensored - the National Security State, the Inversion of Democracy.
Okay. I know we're in deep doo-doo, and I'm looking for anything from a civil war breaking out to everybody starving to death with what's going on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't watched this myself yet, but I downloaded it from Mike's today, and I'll take a look at it later. And that's something I've been kind of leaning towards for a long time, that they're going to push this. This government nonsense is going to go too far, and the working man, the guy with his hands in the field, the guy who can build something, the guy that can overhaul a motor, the real power of the company, the working man that can actually use his hands and produce something, they're going to stand up and take over. It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I've been waiting for something like the deal in France, and all the heads start rolling off on the guillotines. AA6S.
Well, one problem with something like, with the government going to start beheading people or something like that, too many rednecks out here own guns. That's a dangerous move. Anyways, Mike, we're getting carried away here. You better run your net, buddy. K6MYC in the group, W6BBS.
That's why they want gun registry.
Say it again, Bill.
I say say that's why they want everybody to register their guns, and nobody's going to.
Well, we're beyond that.
KM6SRR.
Yeah, what? Okay, I was blanked out for a second there while my Bluetooth decided it was going to start to work. Was that you, Rob?
QSL, KM6SR, number 432, over.
Okay, did you get a chance to watch that yet?
No, I just got home a bit ago and haven't had a chance to do anything. I'm interested in it, though, and I agree with Bill, and I think Frank misunderstood what Bill was saying, that Bill's saying that the common guy is going to start using the guillotine on all these bureaucrats that are forcing this crap down our throats, over.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Rob, I copy that. Yeah, maybe I had it backwards what he was thinking. Either way, if it really hits the fan in this country, people are going to have a rude awakening when they realize there's how many guys like me and Mike and you, guys that can build something or grow something. You know, I can build stuff, I can grow stuff, and I can hunt. So, and I have a lot of skills. So what I can't grow or hunt for myself, I can go do some work for you to get what you're growing, and I mean, and we have all the guns. I mean, you know, so you know, it's just, I don't know. You're gonna get me carried away. I gotta shut up. W6BBS.
I agree with you, Frank, so bring it on.
Yeah, well, when you listen to this thing, you'll know who to go and shoot.
I do. The first person that gets shot is the guy that comes and tells me he's taken away my gun.
Well, I don't think that's not in the agenda. That's not ever even discussed. Over.
No, I was just kind of making a joke there, Mike. I was getting too serious, and I was trying to lighten the mood a little bit. I was starting to get worked up.
Don't get worked up. Might get woked up.
Yeah, this is what happens at work. I'll go down at Mike's to work a little bit, and he'll start telling me a couple things he just heard on the news or something, and he'll get me so riled. I know he does it on purpose. He just pisses me off because I go out and work like hell because I'm mad and I'm taking it out on my work. Over.
Okay. Anyway, we're pointed down south, Bill, but there's nobody to talk to except you. I don't know whether we're ever going to get... Bill, maybe you can remember, I thought we had a discussion a couple of weeks ago about the guys in L.A. Don't they have a net tonight on 1296-120? And there was a discussion on when they were going to look north, and I said, gee, if you look north at 7:30, I'm already busy with the net. Can you look north at 7:15 to 7:25 or something? Wasn't that the situation tonight, Bill? Over.
Beats me. I usually look at and go down 10 and work Joe. Go ahead.
Not on this night.
Yeah, on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I'll try to work, of course, Ron, and I usually try to work L.A.
I must be dreaming. What night was it that they were going to look up our way, not including Friday night? I know they look up this way on Friday night between 7:45 and 8 o'clock, but I thought tonight was the night that they were on 120. They call the net on 120. It starts at 7 o'clock.
That I don't know. Ask Mike, AHA. You know anything about that, Mike?
Well, I don't know. Ralph may still be in the hospital, so I'm not sure what's going on because he sends emails out for all his nets, and he hasn't been doing that for the last week.
Oh, they find out what's wrong with him yet?
I've not heard.
I could imagine that they would still have the net. I know Joe can run the net. He's got a bigger signal than Ralph.
Yeah, we talked to Joe Friday night. Last Friday night, I totally forgot to ask about Ralph, and Joe didn't bring it up. And
I think, over.
So I'm not sure at this point.
That was a double. What did you say, Rob?
I said when I talked to Joe last Friday night, I think he said Ralph was still in the hospital, low blood pressure and low electrolytes, same as what we thought before. I saw a email from the Bozo IO group that Joe was going to run the net, over.
That Joe was going to run the net tonight?
Well, I don't remember when it was. I have to go up, look it up.
Well, tonight is the net for 1296. They have it on the same night we do.
That is correct. I'm turning my antenna right now.
Okay, well, it's too late for them now. Why don't you go over to QUI and let's see if we can see if he's in there tonight. K6MYC Bozo Net beaming sort of south to southwest.
You want me to give a call?
Sure, go ahead.
W6QUI, W6QUI, W6BBS with the Bozo Net calling you on tonight, Ron, over. All right, Ron, I hear you in there, and I'm going to give you a little bit of chatter and let you move the antenna. And so, yeah, he's definitely there, Mike, and he was a little bit weak, but I'm hearing him. So, yeah, we're up here. Mike's going to take a listen for you, and I think Bill's even trying to turn an antenna direction towards you, but I kind of lost him. So, did that work for you there, Ron? W6QUI, W6BBS. Oh, yeah, you're coming in just fine. You're only about an S3 on the meter, but a Q5 copy, over. Yeah, roger that, roger that. Let's find out if he's hearing anything. Are you hearing anything from Ron, Mike?
Well, I'm detecting a very small signal somewhere around 80 to 90 degrees, but I need a little bit more chatter. I just got over that way, over.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell Ron, because I think he turns a little bit to call you, and I'll have him call you. So, yeah, Ron, he's pointed in the other direction listening for you, so why don't you go your best direction for Mike and give him a long call, over. Over, Mike?
No, I can't even find a trace of him right now.
Okay, well, he was hearing you, and so he's hearing you, and he did, try, so he gave you a good long call there, so at least you can do is check him in, over.
Yeah, well, I had him checked in anyway. I was just hoping I could hear him. I've heard him in the past in this direction, and I think if we waited 5 or 6 minutes, he'd have a peak over there, but right at the moment he's not peaking. So go ahead and let Bill work him, and Mike and anybody else. Maybe Rob can even hear him. Rob, are you hearing him?
Oh, Rob must have taken a break. Okay, hey, Ron, Mike's got you checked in and all that, and I think Bill might want to work you. And just so you know, you're down just a little bit this week for me or tonight for me, so you're not as strong as usual. I think maybe our conditions just aren't quite as good as usual, and that's probably why Mike's not hearing you. So good evening to you, Ron. Anything else, over? Okay, very good. Good evening to you. Thanks for being there, Rob. I mean, Ron, not Rob. KM6SR, are you here? I guess he's not, Mike, so carry on, sir. K6MYC, W6BDS.
I'll give it to Bill, or Mike, either one. Mike, are you hearing him down there?
You guys doubled. Go ahead, Bill. Go ahead. Well, somebody doubled with Mike. Go ahead. I'm hearing nothing, Mikey.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for Bill or Mike, and they don't seem to be here. Maybe they went down 10 or something. I thought I said clearly we were going to go to a Atascadero. I think we're on two different pages of the book today.
Yeah, I'm turning back a little bit. AA6S, you still here? AA6S, Bill, are you on?
I'll turn down 10 kilohertz and see if they're down there on 090.
Yeah, you know what? I was just about to say that. Right in between those transmissions, I saw it come up, so we'll just carry on with the net. They're down there playing.
Well, how did that get confused?
Well, I don't know. Those guys always go do that.
Well, they go get QUI every time. They're the easy ones to get QUI. Anyway, okay. Well, I'm just going to go on to Santa Cruz then.
Oh, man. Never mind.
I'm here. I'm rotating.
No, I just got a bug all of a sudden. I dried out too much. I started coughing. No, I was saying, thus far the antennas seem to be working properly versus what I was putting up with before.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you're working fine. KW6S, and the Bay Area, KW6S, or the Bay Area, K6MYC, Santa Cruz or Bay Area?
K6MYC, KD6S,
okay, I hear you, Fred. So let me give me a little more chatter, and I'll get the antenna on you. I'm more towards Santa Cruz right now. Over.
Okay, QSL, you're right. Pointed more towards Santa Cruz right now. Actually got really good signal tonight. Good S1 to S9 peaks, so really excellent conditions tonight. Although it's pretty cold out, so the colder weather seems to be pretty good for 1296. How is that? Is it any better?
Yeah, it's not cold over here. I worked all day outside with a T-shirt. I didn't even have a long sleeve shirt on. It was cooler today. It was cooler, but it had to be in the low 60s somewhere, because otherwise I wouldn't have been comfortable outside. But I was working in my yard, doing yard work, crawling around on hands and knees and pruning trees and pruning bushes. But did it all and didn't get cold, and went in the house finally at 5 o'clock or 4:45 when I finally started a fire in the house. In the fireplace, that is, not in the house. Anyway, you're sounding good, Fred. Thanks for being there tonight. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo 507, K6MYC.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Yeah, excellent. Really good signal tonight. Really strong. So, yeah, it sounds pretty nice. Nice short sleeve weather down there, it sounds like. And it's starting to cool off over here. And we're expecting rain on Thursday, so we'll see. Anyway, 73 Mike, KD6S, okay?
Okay, yeah, somewhere up in the East Hills, I heard something about 2 feet of snow by Saturday. Something coming up on Saturday, 2 feet of snow above the hills and above Sacramento there, maybe even down this way a little bit. So we'll see what happens. I haven't looked at a weather report directly myself. Anyway. Anyway, let's see. Anybody else in the Bay Area? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie in the Bozo Net, over.
KB6JNN.
WB6JNN and KB6BA. Good evening, guys. KB6BA, pick it up there, Oliver. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Mike and group out here there. Well, still at 10 watts, I found that my 1296 switching circuitry had a failed 12-volt keying transistor. So inexpensive fix, I just have to get around to replacing it. The 100-watt amplifier appears to be fine, as far as I know. So that's where I stand. K6MYC, KB6BA 900.
Okay, are you running 100 watts now?
No, still running 10 watts because the amplifier is not keying properly. I have to replace the switching transistor for that.
Okay, but you found the transistor, you just haven't had a chance to fix it yet?
Yeah, that's correct. I have to, the amplifier platform is sitting in the floor behind the bench, and I have to extract it in order to get out the circuit board with the transistor. It should be an easy fix.
Okay, well, good. You're readable and quite good copy, but not strong. So let's see how Jim is doing. WB6JNN with a smashing, what, 20 watts or so, Jim? K6MYC, over.
20 watts at the antenna at least. I think it's a 30-watt amplifier, but I've got a long run to get to the top of the tower and across the roof and stuff, so it's about 20, 24 watts, something like that. It actually gets to the antenna up there, and so that's the story there. Anyway, let's see, nothing new around here really. A little too windy to fly airplanes today, so I didn't get that done. I had a couple of opportunities, but the winds were a little bit more than I like. So that's the story there. But I got some other stuff done, so that's good news. WB6JNN.
Yeah, very good. We didn't have any wind here. It was cool at the beginning of the day. It was quite crisp. But I just went out early in the day, and Frank got here pretty early, and I didn't have a jacket on at the time or a long-sleeve shirt, so I just went out bare-armed, and I kind of just went through the whole day that way. Never did put a long-sleeve shirt on, so it was coolish, but I must be getting used to the 60-degree temperatures. What wimps we are out here. Okay, very good. Well, you're doing fine. Solid copy, easy armchair copy here tonight, so that's good. Let's see. I'm going to run down a list quickly and see who's in here. KT2G, Mark could be in here. W6PQL, WA6AXX, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6KLY. Anybody of that group in? KW6S. I was your way originally, but I didn't hear you. Let me come back your way for a second. KW6S, is that better?
Yeah, that's quite a bit better. I discovered I've lost my preamp, and it won't let anything through now, so I've got to unpower the preamp.
So what happened? Your keying circuit has gone bad?
No, it's the, I have two different keying circuits on two different radios, and that part seems to be working, except I don't think I have a preamp anymore.
Oh, you might have blown the preamp, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of the best quick analysis.
Are you running sequencing?
Yeah, I have sequencing, and I just had some odd things happen in the station here a few minutes ago, and I don't know if that had anything to do with when I lost that or not.
Okay, well, hopefully you didn't lose it. Maybe it's just not keying properly, and maybe you're not switching everything as it should be. Hopefully you didn't lose the preamp. It's a real pain to lose a 1296 preamp. They come a little bit dearer to the pocketbook than the low frequency stuff.
Yeah, and it really helps me
too. So I'm going to be on a struggle, and I've got to get someone to get up there. I've got a friend that I need to get him to go up there and pull that one down.
Yeah, well, obviously you should confirm it before you do that. Separate it out as much as you can, and put power to it and take power away and see if it makes any difference. When you have power to it, you might not hear anything through it. I would assume that's what a blown preamp does. When if you don't see any change and you're not hooking up right or something, or you're not keying into it.
Yeah, it appears to be operating the same on two radios, and that's two different sequencers. So I do have another preamp more or less made up that had a problem when it was up there in the power supply, and I'll have to check that out and see if I can just get it swapped out. I don't think it's quite as good a noise figure as the one the one that's up there now.
Yeah, well, something is better than nothing if you've got no preamp. Now, right now you're not able to hear anything when you power it up, but it doesn't go dead, and you do hear something through the circuit all the time. Is that it, or does it go totally dead when you try to key it up?
Yeah, well, I can transmit okay. Mine's set up so I apply power to switch the preamp into the circuit, and it also powers the preamp through a isolated power supply. But right now I have to turn the preamp off to be able to hear anything.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay. It's too bad. Sounds like the preamp's blown. Okay, well, good luck with that. You've got a week to fix it. Expect to be hearing you back in here on Tuesday next week. Over.
Anyway, I'm glad I figured that out long enough, or soon enough to get checked in here tonight. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, and hear my puny signal. Frank, are you hearing Tom over there?
Oh, yeah, Tom, KW6S, W6BBS. Yeah, you're a solid S7, no problems at all. Good signal tonight. Over.
That's a sign you don't have a preamp. You're not hearing Frank this evening.
Yeah, I was hearing him earlier, and that's how I discovered the preamp was dead. I shut the preamp off, and I heard him, and I turned it back on, and he was gone.
Oh, okay. So he's getting a little. He's fixed his antennas, by the way. He had a phase inversion and a couple of other things, but he's just running two of the 49ers right now. One stacked above the other. I think they're spaced, what is it, about 32, 36 inches, Frank, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever your spacing was you had them set at, they're still there.
Okay, so he's got no azimuth shrinkage. He's just got it all plunked on the horizon. Anyway, very good. Let's see, Rob, are you back?
Roger, I can hear Tom a little bit. I don't know if he can hear me. KW6S, Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, over.
It was 120 watts from Rob. Any copy?
No, I didn't hear anything there at all.
Yeah, he's hearing you, but weakly, so that would be the difference between your power and his. Okay. Well, sorry about that. Have you heard anything from Lee? He won't be in here tonight, of course, but did you manage to contact him in any way, shape, or form to find out what he's doing?
No. Before the 6 meter last night, he told me he was going to be on, but then he didn't show, and I haven't checked in with him today.
Okay, well, no sweat. Very good. We'll let you go. We'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully the preamp repair won't take too long. Hopefully you can get your buddy over there, climb up, and swap things out. Good luck with that, Tom. See you tomorrow night. KW6 Sugar, Santa Cruz, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Beaming back into the Bay Area in a moment.
Good night there, Mike.
Came in a couple of times, and there were a couple of peaks. It may have just been band peaks, I don't know, but it's got to be a good position for that antenna somewhere. Howdy, K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, howdy. I just got back up your direction. I missed the first part of it because Tom was still talking. What was first of your comment?
Oh, you're S8, S9 now. That's nice. I was giving you some chatter so that you could get the antenna oriented in the right spot. That's all. You didn't miss anything. And nice day over here. Lots of sunshine. I bet you got a lot in your batteries.
Yeah, they were filled by 11 o'clock this morning. They were up at 100%. So lots of sun here too. And when I walked out here, they were at 89%. So they going down slightly, but not much. That's pretty high for this hour. Anyway, tried to look for Joe and everybody down south on their net on this frequency 120, up on 120, I should say, at about 7:15 to 7:25, but I didn't hear anybody. So I don't know whether they've forgotten about the time slot or it's because Ralph's gone and they're changed out there. Ralph seems to be still not doing well from what we can gather, but we haven't had any recent updates on his condition there, over.
Well, he's getting up there in years, and I didn't realize that he was in the hospital. I'd noticed that he wasn't on the air the last couple of weeks anyway. The only guy that I worked on there on Friday nights was Joe. So I suspected something was going on. I hope he'll be okay.
Who are you talking to, Mike?
He's W6PQL.
Guys, it's always on, you know.
Thank you.
To lose it. Okay. Nothing else going on here, Mike?
Oh, that's okay. Rob was just asking me who I was talking to. I don't know if he's listening to the live stream, over.
Nope.
Hey, Mike.
What's that?
Just some info.
Oh, is this, okay, here's info. Stand by, Jim. We've got some info related to Ralph, so stand by a second. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, yeah, Bill and I went down and we checked in. Ralph was there, so he's back on the air, and he had a pretty good signal tonight, so Ralph and Joe were both there, over.
Oh, okay, well, it's good to hear he's out of the hospital. No other reports medically, right?
No. In fact, they were trying to get done with us so they can talk to Jim.
Okay, they're looking for you, Jim. I guess at some point in time they wanted to. They were trying to finish up, but they are. Are they going to stay on 090? Is that it, Mike?
Yeah, it sounds like they're down there. That's where they're at. So anyway, I don't know if they turned off at Jim or not, but that was about 5 minutes ago at least.
Okay, very good. Jim, they are both on. Frank, Ralph is home. He apparently is okay, but they did not get any kind of a medical update report, but at least he's home on the air with a pretty good signal tonight, and they said they were looking for you. Both he and Joe are looking for you now, so you might go down to 090 and make some noise, over.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to be on Steve's frequency in about a minute here. That time slot's coming up, so I'll see them at 8:10. If you give Mike the pass that down to them, I'll be on their frequency at 10 after 8.
Well, they won't know. He can't pass that because they're down on the other frequency. He's turned this way now. They'll never get the message in time, but let's hope that they figure it out. They know about your schedule with Steve, don't they?
Yeah, but Ralph tends to just interfere with it. You know, he doesn't have the operating skills to be able to pull it off. That's why we have him on different frequencies. So I'll look for him. Ralph did look in this direction at 8:30, so I'll look at it. I'll do it then.
Yeah, you really took some weird fades that time. I missed part of that because every other word was missing. It was one of those every other word QSBs, over. I don't think he's hearing me at all now. Okay, let me see. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Mike, are you in here tonight? KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Over.
This is Kilowatt 6 Whiskey India Sierra Foothills.
Okay, I don't copy you, Mike, but I heard you in there. I think that was Mike. And I also heard you, Jim. Paul. Good signal. Not real strong, but readable. So let me shoot it to you, Paul. K6 Whiskey India Sugar 637 K6MYC.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Good evening. K6NYC, this is K6WIS. The propagation is good right now. You're 5 by 5 and on pointed test at about 200 degrees, sort of Mount Amanam, Loma Prieta era, and you're coming in pretty strong. I did not hear any of the Bay Area stations, so you're the only one on frequency I can copy right now. How copy me, Mike? Over.
Yeah, okay, well, Jim was here. I was talking to Jim, and then he started to go funny. And he was going to go up to 10 kilohertz above this and see if he can work Santa Barbara and maybe even catch Ralph and Joe down there in L.A. Ralph is back. He's out of the hospital, and he was on the air tonight, so that's good to hear. K6TSK he's been missing for about a week and a half here in the hospital. Low blood pressure and low electrolytes or something. But we didn't get any kind of a medical update on that. But at least he's home, so it means he's better. Over.
Roger. Yes, I was copying that on the live feed there. So thanks. That's good news. I'm glad Ralph is A-OK. Well, I don't know if he's A-OK, but at least good enough to get on the air there, Mike. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Very good. Okay. Now let's see if I can try again with Mike. Mike, let's see if we can pull you in there. I'm waiting for an upfade from you so I can get a confirmation that you're in there. I need your call or your Bozo number or something over and over again so I can tell who it is. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. Over. No, nothing now. Anybody in the Bay Area? How about you, Ed? Are you there? WA6AXX, KT2G. Anybody in the Bay Area? Actually not pointed correct for Mike, so let me try it again for Mike. I'm not hearing anybody in the Bay Area here. Very light participation tonight, which is odd. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6 WFC 775 K6MYC. Give me some chatter, Mike. Over. Hear anything. There's somebody. Can hear a voice, but I can't get a call. Can anybody tell me who it is that was talking? Over. Whoever just tried to check in, stick around a minute. Maybe we can get Ed in here or somebody over in the Bay Area that can hear you. I hear you every time, but you just too much chatter and not enough information. I need just call signs or just Bozo numbers. It's that marginal. I need just your Bozo number over and over and over, or just the call sign over and over and over. Over. Whoever it is isn't hearing me any better than I'm hearing them. Okay, I'm almost getting copied now. Try it again. I moved the antenna a little bit and you came up, but give me your call sign or your Bozo number. Over. Call sign or Bozo number. Over, please. 775. QSL. Okay, we got you now, Mike. I heard 775. Yeah, it's Q5 if I get right on you, but it's very marginal. It's probably not Q5, but readability 3 and strength nothing. But we hear you in there now, so we got it confirmed that that is you there. That's what I was trying to make sure it wasn't somebody else. Thank you, Mike. Sorry it's not better conditions tonight. The conditions were pretty good up to the about 2 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden it went funny on us here. Anyway, maybe we'll see you tomorrow night on 2 meters, and it'll be better. Take care, Mike, and thanks for checking in from Daly City. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, over.
W6PQL.
Oh, go ahead, Jim.
Very short peaks, but very nice.
Yeah, very short peaks, I heard, but I didn't hear anything else. Very short peaks, yes.
Just like here, the same thing with Steve. Very short, but they're in.
Okay, I'll check him in. I'll check him in. Thank you.
Roger, roger.
Okay, W6QIW52 is checked in. Thanks, Jim. I don't know where Ed is tonight. WA6AXX is missing. KT2G, K6KLY, maybe one or two others missing from the Bay Area there. K6MYC Bozo Net. Bay Area, please, over. Well, I don't hear anybody else, Jim, so we'll try to come back and give it one last try in about 10 minutes here. K6MYC. What time is it, Rob?
407 Zulu.
Okay, we better go up to Nevada. I'm going toward Nevada. I'll come back for Sacramento. I'm going toward Nevada. I'll come back to in a minute. K6MYC going to Nevada. Let's see if I can hear. KB6, N7 Whiskey Tango, and maybe 272 KE7UQL or N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC calling Nevada and standing by. Nothing heard. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, or KE7UQL, who is going to try to get the 1296 running today. Don't know whether he's going to be there or not. KE7UQL or N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC Bozo Net, calling and listening. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT.
KC5DTU.
Hey, there he is, KC5DTU. I'll check you in there, Kerry. And how are you doing today?
Doing well, Mike, doing well. Got tied up today, but I will telephone you and get you caught up. How's things going up there?
Not bad. Very nice day, a little coolish, but I worked outside and still with a t-shirt, so I must be getting acclimated to this cold weather.
Okay, well, that wasn't cold weather. That was pretty decent. But anyhow, sorry to be late, but it's better late than never, so here I am.
Okay, well, good deal. And you're welcome to call me as soon as we get done with the net here. I'll be just eating dinner. I came out here because Matt didn't get home till about 5 after 7. And consequently, he couldn't rustle dinner up quick enough for me. I don't like to just eat it 20 minutes after and jam it down and then run out here. I'd rather eat slower. Getting old and getting particular. So he put a napkin over the top of it and it's holding for me. So I'll be just sitting there eating dinner after the net here. Good to hear you, as always, and Not a whole lot new. I passed the Tucker interview around to a few people, but Frank's going to listen to it maybe tonight or tomorrow, and maybe not. And Rob's going to try and get to it tonight, maybe not. And I thought I would send a copy of it over to Bill. You must have Bill's email address. He says he's okay on QRZ.com, so you might want to send a copy to Bill. I did mention the article to him, and Frank gave him the exact name. It's not democracy upside down. It's the what is it? Inversion of democracy or something.
Yeah, I can easily get the name and give it to him. Is Rob around? I got a quick question for him.
Yeah, Rob is here. No, I want you to send him the link to YouTube, but so he can watch it himself, and don't. Well, that's all. Anyway, Rob, are you here?
Roger, I was barely hearing Kate.
I'm barely hearing you, Rob. Where are you pointed?
I'm pointed down south.
My God, you're weak. I'm pointed toward Nevada, so I can't believe that I wouldn't hear you pretty well pointed up your way.
You must have me know or something. Anyway, I hear Terry good. What's up, Terry?
Hello, Rob. KM6SRR KC5DTU. I was just going to find out if you're going to go to Ken's class for the extra.
Roger. I'm planning on it. I got to figure out whether I'm going to try to sneak by with the Gordon West manual, or if I got to buy all new manuals that are going to expire in the month. Over.
Okay, Roger. Well, keep me informed. I might be company there, and kind of looking forward to it.
Okay, did Ken send you the email? I can forward the email to you. Over.
I haven't been on the computer, just getting fired up here, but I'm going to go back in the house and I'll check.
Okay, let me know. See you very easy. Over.
Okay, well, if you would, go ahead and forward it. I'd appreciate it.
Okay, KC5DTU, KM6SR. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, and we'll talk to you in a little bit, McCurry.
Roger, K6MYC, KC5DTU.
Okay, and I'm going to try a little bit longer here for Nevada. N7 Whiskey Tango. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net, calling and listening. Boy, I don't know where Larry is tonight. That's odd. I don't think they were expecting any overwhelming weather. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Try CW, Larry. I haven't heard a peep. I have heard nothing so far, Larry. Over. Boy, I'm still hearing nothing. And we're right on time. What is it now? Almost 8:15, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. One more call, Larry. I'll give it away for tonight. N7 Whiskey Tango or KE7UQL. Anybody around there tonight in Nevada? K6MYC, calling and listening. One more call, KE7UQL and N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, beaming toward Nevada. Over. Boy, I'm not hearing a peep. All right, let me go back to get N6RO and the guys here to Oakley. Over toward Oakley here. N6RO and 6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
K6MYC and 6RO. Good copy here. I heard a trace of you when you were toward the Bay Area and also toward Nevada. But you're Q5 right now, and 6RO.
Yeah, well, you're quite loud here, so no problem. I don't know why I didn't hear anything out of Nevada tonight, so that's kind of weird. But I skipped over you guys because there's a window that seems to be the best time window for Nevada. It's 8:05 to 8:15. Usually around 8:08 to 8:09, there must be an aircraft or something that takes off, and we always hear a peep of them. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it isn't. But I didn't hear a peep from anybody tonight, so I'm back over here. Anyway, are you progressing with the 20-meter beam repair?
Yeah. Nothing since I reported last night. We're just ordering some U-bolts and trying to schedule Hector. We had a good weather day. My solar system is starting to come alive. Not bad for this time of year because the skies were clear all day and no clouds, and 6RO.
Yeah, we were fully charged by 11 this morning here too. So really a good day. And when I came out here, it was like 89% still charged. So that's 2 hours or so after sundown, or 2.5 hours. So not too bad. Hopefully it'll hold up tonight. We'll see what happens. But we did get a lot of sun too. It was sunny and warm. Well, warmish. I was outside with a T-shirt, and if you're working, it was okay. I probably could have put a jacket on, but I didn't have it on in the morning, and I went right into the midday and right into the afternoon without anything but a T-shirt over.
Oh, fine. It was a nice day here. I think the high was 65, something like that. It could only go up from here once we get past the rainy season.
Yeah, well, there's supposed to be some snow coming Saturday, so it should be colder. I'm surprised that it was as warm as it was today. The Bay Area has been really cold. They were complaining how cold it was yesterday in the Bay Area, but who knows? Anyway, we're in the valley here. It's a little different over here sometimes. We stay warmer. So there you go. Let me see if Steve's in here. Steve, we should hear you fine tonight. Good conditions. Very solid signal from Ken. N6RO with W6SSW, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC. Nothing further to add. We'll see you tomorrow night on 2 meters. And over to Steve.
Mike, there was a little bit of fading, a little bit east, and it hopefully yeah, we had a cool breeze early this morning, but fortunately it kind of died down throughout the day, and it actually turned out to be a pretty nice day and evening. Over.
Yeah, it did turn out to be a nice day. We didn't have any wind. If it had been windy, it would have been cold. But without any wind, then just the light of the sun wasn't warm enough to make it feel halfway decent out there. Anyway, good. I think we're in for some changes, though. Frank, are you still on frequency here?
I am.
Now, have you had a chance to look at the weather report through the weekend?
Are you asking Steve or Frank?
But it is pulling up right now.
I'm waiting for Frank to give me a weather report. Hang on, Steve.
See, Thursday. Wednesday is mostly clear. Thursday is a 30% chance of rain after 5 p.m. Thursday night, 20% chance. Oh, no, 60% chance, I'm sorry. But they're not reporting much, maybe up to a half inch. Friday, 100% chance of rain up to 1 inch. 100%, 1 to 2 inches Friday night. Saturday, snow level 3,400 feet, and chance of participation 100%. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get clobbered again, if we get what they're predicting. Over.
Yeah, and you've drifted up a little bit in frequency there. Anyway, very good. Here's our weather report, Steve. It looks like a little rain maybe Wednesday. Thursday, maybe as much as a half inch on and off. Late Thursday, up to 60% chance. and maybe a half an inch. And then Friday and Saturday, we're really going to get clobbered, an inch or more on Friday and more than that on Saturday. And the snow level down to 3,400 feet or maybe even lower. We thought it was going to be lower than that, but that still gets a lot of people into some snow territory. So that's what we got coming, and so you'll probably get some of that rain up there on Friday and Saturday as well. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, the Sacramento television stations are the weather up there is predicting blizzard warnings for the Sierras as well as the foothills. So it should be interesting. Yeah, we may get some snow on Mount Diablo right here, and so probably some rain down here at sea level. So yeah, it's the time of year where we get interesting, nice days, and then another storm comes through. So it seems to be a pretty predictable pattern this time of year. Over.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. A couple of days ago, we had snow reported coming Saturday as low as 1,000 feet. Now they've raised that to 3,400, so that's a big change.
Oh, yes, that is. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, we got you checked in here. I'll move over toward Sacramento, but I don't know who I'm going to get over there. I did work K6WIS already in Placerville, but hopefully he'll stick around and maybe he'll help me with KR6MR John and some of the others. Thanks, Steve, and we'll see you tomorrow night. And we'll see how it looks as we get closer to this thing happening here, weather-wise. I'll believe it when I see it. I haven't yet got an inch. We looked at my rain gauge today, and it was at about 9 3/4, or 8 3/4, 8 3/4, 8 7/8, something like that. So I haven't even made full 9 inches yet. Over.
Yeah, that's tough living in that part of the state. Either you get it or you don't. Hopefully some of these storms will make it down south. I know they've been making it down to LA, so I guess that's been helping you on the way, but oh well. We'll see. All right, we'll catch you on 2 meters tomorrow night, W6SSW. By the way, great signal up here, 5.8 to 10 over at times.
Yeah, lots of QSB, and you're fading right down close to the noise at times, but you come right on up to a good strong signal too, so heavy QSB. But the stuff that comes into LA and San Diego area, it doesn't seem to ever get here. You know, you've got that the ridge, what they call that, the ridge. I'm trying to think of the name of the range, mountain range that blocks Bakersfield from the Bay Area, from the Los Angeles area. That usually stops it. So we just don't get much from anything that comes up through LA. It just gets it drops everything before it gets here. Anyway, we'll see what happens. That's all we can do is wait, and I'm not going to be holding my breath. Good evening, Steve. W6SSW, K6MYC. I don't think the 1296 guys are in Clear Lake anymore. I don't know if they got their stations going or not. Haven't heard anything from them for a long time on 1296. I think they gave up on the ratty path. All right, take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, 7-3 W6SSW.
Okay, up to Sacramento and Monte Vista, or that's not right. I forgot the name of the place where John is there. KR6MR, or KR6MR, KR6MR. KR6MR and K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC, calling and standing by. I hope they're watching the streamer, because that would tell them where I am and where I'm pointing. KR6MR, 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 or K6 Whiskey India Sugar, N6RZJ, N6RZJ, or KW6T. Anybody up there in the Sacramento area, anywhere, K6MYC, calling and listening. Boy, another one of those blotto nights. We get to Sacramento and the damn band just dies. There's 2 in a row now. I haven't had any check-ins past Steve.
John is in Meadow Vista.
Yeah, Meadow Vista. That's right. Meadow Vista. Come on, John. KR6MR, K6MYC, Meadow Vista.
I was busy emailing Kerry. Did you find Ken N6RO?
Yeah, Ken was in here. He checked in, and so was Steve. You sent an email to Hoot?
To Kerry about Ken's extra class, over. I'm sorry, KM6SR here, over.
But I didn't get what you sent the email to him about.
The email was about Ken Holden's extra class that he's teaching on Tuesday nights, over.
Oh, yeah, extra class. That's what he was asking. Okay, yeah, got it. Let me give you a piece of advice. I don't know what those manuals cost from QST, but I wouldn't worry about them going obsolete in the month, because you don't ever use them again anyway. Once you get your extra, I've never looked at a license manual since. About the only thing they're good for is to pass on to your offspring.
Yeah, roger on that, but if I don't make it, then I've got to use it to study again, and it'll be the wrong one, over.
Well, they won't change anything that much. You're not going to have to study that much. You can always go to the website and just read the questions. They're not that hard.
Yeah, I've got the manual for the one from Gordon West, and Ken says he's not teaching out of that one. So, and I don't know. Aaron also said the manual doesn't change much, but if they don't leave the unchanged questions with the same numbers, then my old manual won't be able to follow along when Ken teaches out of the new manual. Over.
Well, I don't know that it really matters, Rob. You just watching the material. You don't care what the number of the question is. It's not going to be that number on the test anyway.
Yeah, but it correlates to how Ken teaches. That's the only thing I was wondering about. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Over.
Yeah, well, I don't. You're making a bigger deal out of it than you should, because it ain't that hard a test. Over.
Okay, maybe not for you. I looked through this manual a little bit, and I'm lost, over.
Oh. You mean when they get into slow scan TV and stuff like that? I get lost too, but you just memorize the answer.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring on doing, and Dave, K6GVG, said you won't be able to memorize the extra. It's too complicated.
Oh, bullshit. I studied for the extra one day early in the morning and went and took it in the afternoon and passed it.
Maybe we ought to send Mike in there to take the test for us.
Come on, guys, it's not that hard a test. I just have a good short-term memory, but that's the only advantage. You're not gonna, you should be able to figure. It's a multiple choice question. Usually, 2 of the answers are usually ridiculous anyway.
Yeah, roger on that, but I don't know. It's just something I got to work on, over.
Okay. All righty. I see you're still in here, Kerry. We're about done here. I'm pointed toward KR6MR. Let me give him another call. KR6MR or K6WIS. Anybody in the Sacramento or Placerville area? How about K1YQP? K1YQP, are you there, Fred? K6MYC, calling and listening. The whole group has just gone south on us.
How about KW6T?
Well, I called him, KW6T, but he hasn't checked into any net now for near a month.
Yeah, but if he hears you and knows you're thinking about him, maybe he will.
Well, maybe so. I think I really pissed him off, but that's okay. If he doesn't like the net, then he's the loser, not me. still pointed that way. I'm listening for Sacramento, Meadow Vista, Placerville areas, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net, over.
This is Dave, WA6 LOL, how's that 1296?
Oh, I heard 759 in there. 759, we got you, John. Very, very light, but I copied your 759, KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
Bozo 759, over.
Hey, Roger, big signal now, you came way up. Good copy, John, KR6MR, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Good copy, go ahead. Did you go away already?
Very good, over.
Yeah, you came up real strong there for a second. Very good to hear you. That's about the strongest I've ever heard you on a peak. You just don't have a good path, and there's not much you can do about it. You got too much dirt in the way, and so you get this massive QSB. You have massive QSB, and that's the problem. There's like the Clear Lake people with blockage, they don't get through very steadily either. Thanks, John. Thanks for being there. I know you're trying hard. We're trying too. KR6MR 73s. We'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters. KR6MR, K6MYC. You should be able to go back and live stream and hear yourself, over. No, I'm not hearing him again. Boy, what a monster QSB. Okay, guess we're done. Let's go back to the Bay Area for late checks and mist, and we'll call it a night.
How many did you get, Mike?
20. 1.
Yeah, I've only got 20, so I guess I missed one.
Okay, I got 20.
Okay, then I guess I did AM6SR.
Yeah, I don't have my bottom line filled in. I went up to the next up line. So, I think you got everybody. I didn't push the button to get to the Bay Area. Give me another 10 seconds and we'll call again. Bay Area, Bozo Net. Wait, late checks and missed. Looking for KT2G or K6KLY. KT2G, K6KLY, perhaps others. WA6AXX, K6MYC, calling and listening. Where Ed is tonight, he should be in here. He probably fell asleep in the chair, darn it. That's an easy one to get. We should have had him in here. Bay Area, late checks and missed. 1296.1 Bozo Net, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. K6MYC, looking for KT2G, K6KLY, WA6AXX, over.
I haven't heard those guys tonight.
Yeah, was that you, Jim?
Yeah, I pointed Los Angeles, but you're coming through very good off the south over there.
Oh, okay, way off frequency. Maybe it's me.
No, I had to come down over 100 hertz here to make you sound right. 175 hertz, in fact.
You don't sound right. It must be Doppler shift.
Yeah, that's what it is. Bunch of alcohol everything, but it's directing weird things.
Well, now this is where I tune for you to sound right. Over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I'm on 977. 997.
Okay. Doesn't sound right to me, of course. It's 175 hertz off, but I can give you a
Okay, here we are, right on 100. Right on 100 here. So yeah, we get this occasionally on this band, the big Doppler shift there. We must get a big airplane reflection or something from somebody flying up this way.
And this is direct test right here.
Yeah, isn't that something? The frequency comes right up. Just amazing.
Yep. I don't know what the mathematics are to generate all that stuff, but probably if I studied it and consulted Albert Einstein, I'd understand it.
Well, it's not hard to understand. It's Doppler shift. You got a big thing that's reflecting, that's moving toward us or away from us, and that's what it is. It's just Doppler. We built some product when I worked for a company that built audio filters, and you can actually use it at these frequencies for looking for people walking through the jungle, because people walking toward you have a different frequency, and the speed they walk at is a different frequency. And if it's a panther or an elephant or a lion, it's moving at a different speed than your walking army guy walking through the jungle with a bunch of artillery on him. Over.
Yeah, how long ago was this?
Anyway, we built 1 and 2 cycle filters, believe it or not, audio filters at 1 to 3 cycles that you could tune, and that's that Doppler shift. It's an audio thing anyway. Interesting. Yeah, it was really dramatic, just as you were coming up or out this frequency, just like you had your hand on the knob turning the frequency up.
Yeah, you faded away into the ether long ago. We had some conditions, and now we don't have any.
Yeah, now you're very weak. It's that damn Chinese balloon going by out there between here and Vandenberg. Over.
We doubled a little bit because you faded down to nothing, and I just assumed that you'd stop talking. But this is fun. I like the EU stuff. I'll see you on 2 meters tomorrow. K6NYCW6PQL. We're on the switch here, Mike.
Yeah, I just moved the antenna more up on you. I was more toward the center of the Bay Area. This should be better.
Right now it is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm clear up at 290 something, 291 or something. Anyway, yeah, we got you. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow night on 2 meters, and we won't have to worry about Doppler shift. Over.
Okay, I hope not. That's kind of a pain in the neck, that stuff.
Yeah. It's that big Chinese balloon floating over us between here and Vandenberg. Over.
Get Frank to shoot it.
Yeah, hey, Frank. I think Frank's gone to bed.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Roger, 7-3. Anybody else before we close her down? K6MYC Bozo Net.
Do you need something?
What was that?
Did you need something?
Well, we were talking about Doppler shift. When Jim was pointed south, we had a big shift on him. He was down about 200 cycles. And as he rotated the antenna up this way, it's just like somebody turned the knob up. He came right back up on the frequency where he was in the first place. And I said, well, that Doppler must be from that big Chinese balloon floating over between us and Vandenberg. Over.
Yeah, I heard all that. I was out watering a bush, and I heard that the door was open. And, yeah, you recall one night when I first got on 1296, I told you went off frequency as we rotated around towards the west or something, and it ended up, that's all it was. My antenna gets at the right angle to yours, and I get that shift, and it sounds like you went off frequency, so I'm experienced with. Over.
Yeah. We used to see that a lot on 432 also when you run high power. A lot of guys in close localities running high power with very directive antennas. And you go up and down the valley, and then a plane comes overhead. My God, it's all over the place. On this band, we've seen as much as 2 kilohertz shift. Over.
Yep, roger that, roger that. All right, and speaking of going to bed, I am headed out. I will see you in the morning, sir. Tractor's already loaded, and various tools. Oh, and the torch is loaded. And so, yeah, when I get there in the morning, I'll just pull down the hill, unload, and go down and get the burn pile started first, and then come in to see you. Over.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
See you tomorrow, senor. Good night, everybody. W6BBS.
Good night, Frank. W6BBS, KM6SR.
I haven't heard much from K6USY tonight, but you're in there somewhere, aren't you? I think I checked you in earlier, didn't I, Aaron? Maybe he's putting the kids to bed. Did you have Aaron checked in, Rob?
No, Roger, and I think you did check him in. You were just talking to Jim. Was that PQL again?
Yeah, that was just PQL again only.
Okay, thank you. KM6SR.
Yeah, out of the Bay Area, we got KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6BA Oliver 900, WB6JNN Jim 285, of course PQL 1296. Boy, I think that was the full load. Oh no, KD6SOK way back at the beginning. Fred, KD6SOK 507, over.
And I'm here.
Okay. Did you get all those guys, Rob?
Roger, Roger. Yeah, we also got Ron QUI and WIS and 52 from Jim, over.
QUI and QWI and QUI or something. What is it? QIW? Yeah, QIW and QUI. God, what a tangle.
Yep, you got it right.
Anyway, good evening, Aaron. Thanks for the help tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, sounds good. We'll see you on 2 meters.
And I heard a little bit of chatter in the background. Is that coming out of your speaker?
Yeah, that's your radio coming back to me.
That's not a problem. It was way down, but I just detected a slight voice in there. Good. See you later. Good night, Rob. Good night, Frank. Good night, Aaron, and anybody else. K6MYC going that way.
Yeah, good night, Mike. 73, K6USY, DMO6.
And what's the date today, Rob?
Today, Zulu is 228. And good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR, 73.
Okay. 228.24. Got it.
Yes, sir.
We got one more day, though. Don't we have this is a leap year? We got 29 tomorrow, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Otherwise, you get one day off for the rest of the year if you don't get that right.
Yeah, it's dumb luck that an election year has got one extra day in it and we have to deal with it longer.
Oh, boy. Wouldn't you know?
Oh, well, I guess we'll survive.
That's a big if. Okay, 7-3.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. K6USY. And good night to those on YouTube. I will be taking down the stream here in 2 seconds. K6USY.